Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we are back in the Fenix A319, sat here on the ground at MK Studios, Lisbon. We're going to be taking this EasyJet A319 over to our new scenery. It's RD Presets Geneva. We're going to be taking this over to with a flight time of about an hour and 50 minutes. We'll jump into the flight deck and get this flight set up. So let's jump into the flight deck then. So we're sat here on the ground at Lisbon. We're in a turnaround state, so everything's basically set up apart from the computer. We need to set that up, and the weight and balance. As you can see, the scenery is quite nice outside. Really nice textures and modelling. So we'll jump down into the FMC and get everything set up. So we'll go, we've already got the flight plan up linked, and we'll jump onto our sim brief, and we are Echo Juliet Uniform 97 Juliet Lima. Task index of 6, and we're cruising at 340. And our departure today is 21 on the IDEX India X-Ray India Delta 3 Sierra, that one, or 2 Sierra, sorry, that one. And the arrival today will be the ILS 22 on the Bella 3 Romeo arrival, and that's via SPR, which is fine, that's all correct. And we'll have a look through that on the plan and see if that's all okay. Which it is, lovely, and that looks okay, and it's vectors to final. And we'll go and sync all our stuff up as well. So the METAR down here, it's quite nice. It's a bit windy, but temperature's quite nice. We'll turn on live weather as well. I forgot to do that. I think it's still clear outside. So we're going to take 8 tons of fuel basically. 127 passengers. Our zero fuel weight's going to be 55.4 tons. An hour and 50 minutes to get over to Geneva today. The wind in Geneva, I'm a little app, is fine as well. At the moment it's 120 at 4 knots, which is fine. No, sorry, it's updated to variable at 2. So it looks like a nice day over there. We'll get the load sheet accepted, and then what we'll do is we'll go mass, weight, balance, load aircraft. We'll do it instantly. There you go, and that's loaded the aeroplane nicely now. And we'll go over to the init reference tab and make sure that it's put all the numbers in for us. It hasn't popped it in. Try again maybe. Do I need to accept the other load sheet first? There you go, I think that's done it now, and brilliant. That's popped in there. We'll go performance, we'll go to the takeoff page, and we'll have a look at what's going on with our takeoff performance. So we're going to go full length, optimal, everything packs off, and it's give us those numbers. Which look okay to me, so it's a 1/up 0.1, and we'll get the APU on now. And right guys, the Airbus is quite easy to set up, so what I'll do is I'll jump to when we're about to push back. Right, so we have been given clearance to push back, and we are ready to connect the tug. Everything's ready, all the boxes filled out, all the performance page has been filled out, and we are on APU power, ready for pushback. All the ground service equipment has been cleared as well. The taxiing today, so we're going to push tail left, nose right onto the former runway there at Lisbon. I'm going to taxi over to the runway, then we're going to have to cross the runway and then backtrack down to full length for runway 21.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed, and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start.
So release the parking brake
Parking
and we'll get
brakes are
engine
released.
number 2 started shortly.
Pushback.
Let's
You
just
can start
make
the
sure we are
engines in
moving
sequence.
first.
It will start in the sequence.
And we'll start engine number 2. Yeah, lovely scenery by MK Studios. This is available on the Microsoft Flight Simulator home store page. It's really nice. There's the bus transfer over, so that's becoming available shortly. And engine number 1 can start now. And there's the PTU. Set the
Okay,
parking
pushback
brake.
completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
So that's engine number 1 started. So what we'll do is we'll go APU bleed off, APU off, taxi light on, and then we'll jump down into the performance and we'll go flaps 1, start switch off, flight controls, and we'll trim up 1. And those have extended the flaps out. So we'll do a flight control check, full right, neutral, full left, neutral, full forward, neutral, full back, neutral, and for the rudders, full left, neutral, and full right, neutral. All flight controls are free and correct. So what we'll do is we will release the parking brake shortly, just making sure the overhead panel is fine. Release parking brake, we'll taxi on down. So it is quite a long taxi, guys. So what I'll do is I'll just skip to the part where we are basically taxiing onto the runway, because we've got to taxi around the whole airport. So I'll leave you with a little time lapse and I'll see you shortly. Right, so we're all sorted now. We are here on the whole point. It's not this right. It is the next right. So we won't hold short. We'll just go straight onto the active runway. Get ready. So all the lights can come on now. We'll get ready for departure. So packs can come off now as well. So spool them up to 50%. Light forward pressure. Man flex SRS runway nav blue. Thrust set. Speed's alive now. Maintaining centre line as we go down the runway. Right, let's go flying. V1 rotate. Positive rate gear up. And goodbye Lisbon. Look at that, that's really nice. Onto the flight directors. Holding it there nicely. It's not too windy actually. So, thrust, climb, pack 1 from command, and we'll start the chrono. And we'll keep flying it. And pop the autopilot on because it's just a straight line out of Lisbon. And there you go. We are using the Portugal and Spain scenery update. And as you can see, it's brilliant. You've got the Sporting Lisbon and the Benfica Stadium there. Pack 2 can come on. I'm going to pressurise the cabin fully now. Climbing out quite nicely. Disarm the speed brake. And we've gone clean on the flaps. And we're accelerating now to our climb speed. Saying goodbye to Lisbon. Standard, and we'll go straight up to the cruise on 340. Actually, I'll see what our optimal 360. Okay, we'll go up to 36. We are in the 19, so we can go up to 36. Right, 360 set. And away we go. Taxi lights can come off, and the runway turn-offs can come off now. Crew can be released. Lovely view that is, really nice. That is a really nice scene out there. Look at Lisbon, the bridge. It's really nice. Right, going through 10,000 shortly. Aeroplane's climbing quite nicely now. So we've got the lights off and the seatbelt sign come off now, and we're on our way down to Geneva. So what I'll do, guys, is I'll leave you with some climbing cruise highlights, and I'll see you in about an hour and a half when we're descending into Geneva. truly in our descent. We're going through 10,000 feet now. A very uneventful flight. It's been quite nice. Phoenix handled it quite nicely as well. We are on the downwind leg into Geneva. We're going to be at a speed breakout because it's a bit of a slippy aeroplane. The winds are still the same. Picked up slightly. It's 7 knots now. The weather down there is fine though, as you can see. Lovely scenery out the window. It was a bit bumpy a couple of seconds ago when we were descending through the mountain range, just over to our right, but smoothed out now. We've elected to go for a full flat landing on low water brake. All the performance is plugged in. I've added 5 knots, so our final approach speed will be 135 knots. Trying to vacate on the left of the runway, and then we'll taxi into one of the satellite gates just off the runway, which is where EasyJet usually park. Start slowing this descent rate down soon. Actually, what we'll do is we'll go to 220 knots, a bit more speed breakout. And now we'll go direct to, is it SPR? Is that the fixed point? SPR, lovely. Okay, so we're going to direct to SPR now. And slow our descent rate down. That looks okay to me. Bring the speed brake in, and the speed should come back nicely now. Controlled descent rate, nothing too major. The scenery when we get down there is really nice. It's one of my favourite sceneries now actually. It's so well detailed. You'll be able to see it shortly, it's brilliant. So the aeroplane's handling this turn nicely, just a gradual turn as well. We are quite far out from the runway, and quite low. I'd rather be low than high, so QNH 1008 as well. Slow it down again to 200 knots, and we'll get flaps 1 out. Okay there now. That scenery looks really nice, doesn't it? We've got a localizer, and that's Lodestar, and we'll remain at this 5,000 feet for a little bit longer. We'll go approach mode now because the diamond's there, and we'll dual autopilot. Still quite far out. It's really nice with that scene in the background. Looks really nice. So 1 dot above glide, or below glide, sorry, getting short the glide slope capture. Time start descending on the 3-degree glide slope. So what we'll do is we'll go 180 knots. We'll go flaps 2. just because this aeroplane is slightly slippy, it's smaller, so it does take a lot longer to slow down. I'd rather get more prepared. So there's flaps 2, the aeroplane's descending now. Arm the speed brake. The airport's right in front of us now. A lovely bit of scenery as we come across this lake. Holding 180 knots quite well actually. I thought it'd be slightly more slippy than this, but unless they've fixed it in an update, I know it's recently had an update. Right, we'll clip the speed in, pop the gear down shortly. So just over 7 miles, gear's going down now, 2,500 rad out call. Flaps to position 3. And flaps position 4, landing checklist complete. Lovely. So we've got the aircraft configured early. Like I said, just because it's a bit of a slippy aeroplane, want to make sure that the aeroplane is configured. It's giving us a high speed at the moment because the weather up here at this altitude is quite windy actually. So there's GS Mini kicking in, making sure the thrust is building up. Not going to take control yet, I'm going to let the aeroplane ease itself out. I can't quite see on my computer monitor the puppies yet. Just double check the weather. It says 240 at 7 knots. 1007, so make sure that's all correct. So the wind should die down shortly, and hopefully, because it didn't specify this earlier. I can see the runway a bit better now. That is a lovely scene in front of us. When we get down on the ground, you'll be able to see the brilliance of RD designs. It's really nice. So we disconnect now. My aeroplane. Flight director off. Get the bird. And do a bit of hand flying. So just watching the Pappies, making sure that the aeroplane is descending at its correct rate.
Above. Minimum
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Cut the thrust, hold it there. Let it settle. Down we are. Speed brakes up, reverse screen. Max reverse decel. Maintaining centre line now as well. Reverses in, manual braking, and welcome down to Geneva. That was really nice landing, actually. As you can see from the textures on the ground, this really well done scenery. We're going to park at one of the satellite gates shortly, but it's really nice. So we'll disarm speed brakes, flaps can come in now, we'll get the APU going, taxi lights come off, and the other lights can come off. Master switch on. APU start switch can come on now, and down we are. Nice little flight that was. The 319, it flew differently to how I remember it flying. I haven't flown it in a while, but that felt really nice, so I was quite happy with that. Look at that detailed building that's like sort of sunk into the ground there. It's really cool. Is that like a waste disposal place or something? It's really nice, this scenery is. They've really smashed it out of the park. So that satellite gate just to our left there, that's where we'll go. The real aeroplane part there. There was a 321 Neo though that did this flight. I wanted to fly the 19. So we'll just take this one to the left. That looks okay to me there. Number 28, that'll do. We've got this weird sort of parking system here, haven't they, where all the planes sort of just point random ways. And then this little weird satellite gate here. But it's really well modelled. I mean, you can see inside they've got like a waiting area, all modelled. Right, so that's good enough for me there. Parking brake set. Engine number 1 can come off. APU's on, bleed can come on. And engine number 2 can come off as well. And we'll go ground services and get the steps attached. And the doors open. Deboard. And we'll get the lights off as well shortly. So we'll get the beacon light off and the taxi light off as well. Welcome down to Geneva. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I did. It was a nice little flight from Portugal over to Switzerland. This scenery is really nice, as you can see. It's available on the Flight Sim home store page. I think it's £20. It's really nice, and the Phoenix handled the flight really well. If you guys want to see any flights in particular, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments. I'd like to thank you once again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again very shortly in the next video.